Alright, I think we're live. I believe we are. Tonight is trivia night, the first one in well over a month. Probably close to 2 months at this point. And yeah, we're doing this trivia night. Just wait for a couple people to show up in the chat because we always do a little check-in before the stream actually begins. And yeah, I might turn on my camera a couple times during the stream. I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna play out, but we're gonna see what happens this stream. And yeah, if you're just coming in, because I know YouTube randomly recommends streams and sort of waves occasionally. There's my cat. Guess he wants out. So hang on, I'm gonna let him out. Here we go. Right. I'm getting started here in the chat. There we go. You're going to see how this is gonna play out, but let's just hope everything works. And let's just hope everything's gonna work out here. I don't know if it's gonna work out or not. We're gonna try and see what happens. Yeah, alright, it's working. So, yeah. I believe this is the last Trivia Tuesday of the year. Next year, I'm gonna try to make my goal to get as many Trivia Tuesdays done as humanly possible. I don't know how it's gonna play out next year, but we're gonna see what happens with these lives, and yeah. Let's see what happens. Right. Bro, why is this counter so glitched? Come on. This counter is the most glitchiest thing. Yes, sorry, I have to deal with weird bug encounter right now with my StreamYard. It's old. Everything's delayed here. I couldn't tell you why. Like, even the audio gets delayed like 8 or 9 seconds. So what I said 8 or 9 seconds ago could only be valid for those like 2 or 3 seconds after that. Welcome in, G Mama Grows, to the chat. We're live tonight, and yeah, I'm actually having a microphone hopefully being shipped out soon. Hopefully it'll be here, I don't know, maybe like the 6th or the 7th of January. And it's gonna, I'll be able to do streams on my computer. I believe it's like $32 or $33. Because, yeah, the thing I got from because the microphone that's attached to my headset probably came from like the Dollar Tree, so yeah, that's why it's not some of the best quality you will ever see. But yeah. But yeah, tomorrow we're gonna actually have a trivia tournament, and there's gonna be a prize. And if there's gonna be someone on the chat, I will have. And if they have something to give away, or they want to give away something, yeah, they can come up and do the giveaway. Because the only thing I have to give away is just a shout out on the community tab. That's as best I can do. So yeah, the trivia tournament is tomorrow, once Wind Down Wednesday's done. So I know a lot of y'all come into Wind Down Wednesday, and then after that, there's really nothing on. I mean, there's Hanging at the Homestead there's Hanging on the Homestead with MT Homestead, but I don't know how many of y'all watch that. I do. So it's probably going to happen around their time, which is like, I want to say 7 or 8 Central or something like that. Alright, it's working. This is my phone. That's why it sounds different. And plus, my phone's microphone is only a slight bit better than the last one. See, we're in the kitchen again. Pour myself a glass of iced tea in here. Because, yeah, it's starting to get humid in the house. I couldn't tell you why. I was complaining about it being way too cold a couple days ago, and now it's starting to get warm. It's supposed to get up into the upper 60s, maybe even low 70s by the end of the week. What's up, Beefy's Journey? Oh, yeah, we're just pouring myself some iced tea right now. Alright, so let's get started in here. So, how have y'all days been? I was on live earlier today, and someone didn't go to work. Can't remember the exact channel name because this was like 3 hours ago. I believe they're somewhere in Georgia, and down there they put the pipes only a couple inches below ground. Here, you have to really dig far into the ground to find the pipes. Down there, it takes a while to find them. Down there, I can put a shovel in the ground. I already see the pipes. Wow. So get myself a nice little refresher over here because yeah, I'm ridiculously thirsty. All right. So yeah, nice live. Just a quick announcement earlier, as I was saying. There's a trivia tournament tomorrow. So if you guys go to my channel, I don't know how many of you all actually watch the type of content I do, because I know a couple of y'all are from my shorts, and my shorts are completely unorganized. So hey, you might go over to my channel and you'll see Hands in the Dirt. Click on this channel and you'll see Wind Down Wednesday, probably at like 7 or 8. I don't even remember. So once that's all done, we're going to do a trivia tournament after that. So then we're going to sort of like, so when we're doing the trivia tournament, the prize is, for one, going to be definitely a shout out on the community tab. And if someone pops up onto the chat that has a thing or two to give away, that's what they're going to do. They're going to give that away. I believe there might be, I think at the end, we're going to draw 5 people. And if there's not too many people, we're going to draw a best of 3. And then best of 3 will get the prize. Oh, it's really hot in here. I didn't notice that. I might have to turn down the heat real quick. Sorry. There's like 30 different interruptions. We've already been going for like 6 minutes. So yeah. How many degrees is in here? It's 66. It's only supposed to be like 62 in here. Sorry, it's like, it's way too hot in here. 66. I'm gonna have to turn this down. Like, come on. It can't be that cold. It can't be that hot. My house wants to be 62. In the summer, yeah. Our house isn't really strongly insulated. So when it comes summertime, it's gonna be very, and I mean very, very, very hot in the house. So it's gonna be like 95 outside and like 80 in the house. What's up, Fuji Prepper? What's going on? I keep forgetting, and I know you're usually on Hands in Dirt's Wind Down Wednesday. I know you're on there because like 96% of the time I go to them, I always see them there. And I can't remember what time it goes on, even though it's like the primary chat show I visit on Wednesday night. Do you happen to know what time it's on? So that way I know when to do my trivia tournament tomorrow. And yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna actually reveal the winner until Thursday night live discussion on Thursday, the 29th. 7. Alright, so 7 p.m. So yeah, it's usually on for about an hour and a half, so go from 7, and then it's like 8. Usually it's on until like 8:30 or 8:45. Occasionally you'll get one over 2 hours until maybe like 9, so it'll happen from about 8:45 to 9 p.m. That's gonna be about the time we're gonna be doing that live. So yeah, 7 p.m. is gonna be when. I'm sorry, I know that like on my channel I'm really organized where I keep my stuff here, so I know it's a lot different when you go over to my channel and see upcoming lives, and that's because if in the future my channel gets ridiculously popular and you want to do a live after it, you know what time it is. Or what time? Because I remember talking to Microfarmer. He's like, all these big channels, like 2,000-3,000 subscribers, do lives at like, I don't know, let's just say 4 p.m. So you might want to hop in at either like an hour or two beforehand or an hour or two afterwards. As long as there's no other big channels, then you might want to hop in after theirs. That's what I learned, and yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. That's actually a big thing this week. I was trying to do a live every day this week, but yeah, I think I missed last night's live, and it's pretty obvious as to why. I mean, literally, I remember after that stream, I crashed on my bed for an hour and 45 before I got extreme pain on my foot for like 2 hours. So yeah, by like 5:30 was the time I was finally actually officially asleep, and I woke up at 1:45, almost 2 o'clock. So yeah. So yeah, if you get barely any sleep, just sleep in. As long as you don't have work the next day, which I didn't. But yeah, 1:45 was the time I ended up waking up, which is why, yeah, I usually like doing it at my own times, but I realize that if there's like usually a channel on, I don't want to do it directly on their spot, which yeah, it would be better explained if I had a whiteboard. But the only whiteboard that's in my house right now has some has math on it because I had to do some things with the quadratic formula. So yeah, I had to write it down. I had to do a lot of other things. So yeah, I don't want to erase it just yet. So yeah, I'm not gonna be able to show you, but like it would be better explained on a whiteboard or a piece of paper. All right, I may have to try a live for my phone, so my computer is slower than. Yeah, my computer isn't that slow. It's just the fact that if there's a lot running, it gets ridiculously slow. Like it just gets loud. It's not very slow. Like my computer still runs decently fast when there's a lot running. It just sounds like my room is a sizzling frying pan rather than a computer room. So yeah, got a little upgrade in my setup this year. Hopefully that helps a little bit with the video production and other things. But I don't know how it's gonna work out since I've only made one video on that setup. I still have to get a new video out tonight. Don't know how that's gonna work out because I don't even have a video yet filmed for the day. But you know what? I'm gonna try to remake a 35-minute video I had a long time ago. And yeah, tonight's trivia is going to be about basically 2022 because this is the last 2022 Trivia Tuesday stream. And then on Saturday, which is New Year's Eve, we're actually going to do a New Year's Eve. We might even be reacting to ball dropping in New York. I just won't be there because yeah, even if I left right now, there would still be traffic on the road trying to get there. So yeah, I don't think anytime soon I'd reach there. I would have to leave by the 19th if I wanted to do a live there. So yeah. So yeah, before we begin, I want to ask, how was y'all's Christmas this year? Because I know there's a lot of things that happened this year on Christmas or right before Christmas that might have screwed up y'all's plans. And that right there is why I wish my school would have let me out before the 23rd. They should have just let me out on the 16th, and yeah, I think most schools would have let me out on the 16th. It's just my general area is like, no, you have to be out by like, I don't know, 23rd, so you know. I don't know how y'all's Christmas was. Furnace? Oh, y'all have a furnace? I have a boiler. Yeah, my boiler is not that loud. I can't hear it, which is a good thing. Because if I had to hear it all night long, I would probably get like maximum 2 hours of sleep. See, how was y'all's Christmas this year? I know about Winter Storm Elliott and how much of a massive S show played out on the roads. I know it was still snowing last night in Buffalo, and I know up at Watertown it's still snowing. I think last time I checked, they're supposed to get an additional like up to 8 inches there. So I bet it's a lot less now because it's been snowing throughout the day there. But you know, it's been just a really weird holiday season this year. Like, a lot of people say, "Oh, we just got like 3 feet of snow." Well, I was over here, and there's literally the creeks and rivers are still swelling right now out in the backyard. In fact, I'm actually gonna make a community post, maybe about like 9, I believe I scheduled it to come out, where I took pictures of the of a ditch that usually doesn't have any water here, and usually doesn't have any water there, and the brook in my backyard has just been running slow all summer long, and it's still swelling. Yeah, I don't know. It was pretty quiet over here. Not. Christmas was extremely cold, but no snow. Yeah, we didn't get any snow, but we just got a lot of rain. It was really nothing too special. It was really just 2 inches of rain, but those wind gusts. I took out a can't remember what they're called. It starts with an A. And I put it outside at like 5:30 in the morning. They stuck it out the window, and then it measured a sustained wind of 52 miles per hour and a wind gust of 83. We didn't even have a high wind warning. We just had a wind advisory for sustained winds of 15 to 30 miles per hour with gusts locally up to 60 or 70. Yeah, we had some. We just called in some Chinese food for Christmas. That's all we did. Really, if you really don't have good Christmas dinner ideas, just call in some Chinese food. That's what we did. I feel like a lot of people just been calling it Chinese food. It's basically everyone's last resort on Christmas. I mean, I eat good Chinese food. And yeah, I'll take that. I'll take Chinese food. It was decent. Give it a maybe an 8 or 9 out of 10. And had a lot of cookies. Yeah, I think I did a lot because yeah. So there was the plate that I'm currently hitting my hand against had like 30 cookies on it. There's 0 on it now. Mostly because I took all of the I don't know if you remember that Christmas cookies video I made about a week ago. Maybe let's see how many days ago, how many days exactly it was. So it was the 22nd it came out, so the 27th. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's been 5 days since I dropped that video. Yeah. A lot of people either say they got snow or no snow. And apparently, at one point, I think it was like 60 to 70% of the country had some form of alert, albeit a flood advisory or wind advisory or winter weather advisory or winter storm warning, any type of weather advisory. At one point, 70% of the country had one. It could even be as far as just a hard freeze warning down in freaking Florida. Yes, they got into the upper teens and low 20s there. And when Florida gets that cold, they ain't gonna mess around. Chinese food is good. I haven't had Chinese food in a while. No snow here either. Yeah, we got some snow a couple weeks ago. That's it. That's all the snow we've gotten this year. We got one small snowstorm back in November, and decently sized snowstorm about a month ago. Not a month ago. Back on the 11th. I don't know if you remember the Christmas Eve video. Unfortunately, that was not Winter Storm Elliott. That was not. It was the actual. In actuality, it was just something completely different. Oh no, here comes the bugs. Yeah, it was just very cold. Yeah, I bet it was cold. I think everyone got really cold. I think basically everyone was cold. Like, basically everyone in the country had lows in the upper 20s to at least low 30s. Here was in the sub-zeros, so very chilly Christmas this year, indeed. I couldn't tell you why it was saying there's one watching now, even though I know there's probably more than one person in the chat. It's weird. It's doing that a lot right now. It's not very accurate. They don't count accuracy. They just I wish I was in 8A. Unfortunately, I'm not. I'm in 6A. Yeah, Growing Zone 6A is not a really fun place to be. I mean, there's so many. We got down to 9 degrees, felt like -1. Well, over here, we got down to -20 degrees, and it felt like it was -41 here. It was really rough. I didn't want to get frostbite, so I locked the chickens up real good that night. And then out here, we were just and then the day after, Christmas Eve, we had a high of -2 with a low of -9. And then on Christmas yesterday, we got up to about 27 degrees. Today, we got up very close to 40. I think it was 37 or 38 today. It's supposed to get up to, I believe, 68 or 69 next week, maybe 70. So yeah, it's supposed to get up pretty warm, hopefully. I don't know. I hope it gets up to the upper 60s or low 70s because, come on, man. I just want it to get warm again. If you asked me just a week ago if I wanted a white Christmas, I'd say, hell yeah, I'll take 3 feet of snow if that's what it takes to give me a white Christmas. Now, I'd say, keep all that snow away from me. That's what I'm saying. Keep all the damn snow away from me. I don't want the snow right now. I just want it to get warm. I want the ground to be unfrozen, but it looks like every day it's going to be in the 60s. It's going to be raining, so, yeah. Watch me literally say something on stream about this, slightly criticizing the upper 60s coming in the coming week, and watch it literally magically change to 3 feet of snow. Watch that happen. I would say there's a slight chance that that actually ends up happening. It's low, but not 0. So yeah, just never piss off low to upper 60s, and make sure that it stays that way, or else you're just gonna get 3 feet of snow. Because yeah, that's what's gonna happen. So yeah, I'm gonna try my best to not criticize the upcoming weather, and call it really cool, so that way I don't get 3.5 feet of snow on my front door overnight. Because that's what happened to a lot of the folks out there. They just woke up and they went to bed one night where the grass was green as hell, and they woke up the next morning And then there was just white everywhere. And there were drifts, and yeah, the Buffalo snow was not too good this year. I mean, they've already gotten like 80 inches of snow, and then they gotten a lot more. Same here. Once Christmas is gone, I don't want any snow. Yeah, there was a time when like on Christmas Eve night, like I decided to throw warm water in the air, and they always say it needs to be like 30 below for it to freeze in the air. But as far as I know, when I threw it in the air, it still did the same thing, even though it was only like 15 below. Like, come on, it doesn't need to be that cold. It just needs to be like 15 or 20 below. They're like, oh, it has to be 30 below for this experimental. No, I got it to work at 15 below. If I can get it to work at 15 below, so can you. Yeah. We're back into the high 30s in the morning and high 20s at night. Yeah, I'll take high 20s at night. Because, yeah, I'll take lows like 27 to 29. I won't take lows of minus 20. I'll take lows of, you know what, I don't care at this point. I don't really care if the rest of this winter is highs in the 80s and lows in the 60s. As long as we get some form of warm weather this fall, and not this fall, this winter, I'm happy. Welcome into the chat, the OCDS chick. I know I'm having issues commenting on your channel and sending live messages. It's really weird. I was actually in the chat on your pop-up live the other day, a couple weeks ago, or a week and a half ago. I don't even remember at this point. I was actually in the chat and couldn't even comment anything. Same is happening for Micro Farmer and Hands in the Dirt. I couldn't tell you what's actually going on. The best I can give you is that it's just deleting after like 5 to 10 seconds. I know for a certain fact that if you're in the chat right now, chances are you probably don't have me blocked at all. So it's more likely that there's some form of issue because happening on a lot of other channels too. It's not heard too many people talking up about it. It's just weird. I can't comment on my community page. Yeah. There's so much weird crap going on in the YouTube community right now. And yeah. So much weird things going on. Like, yeah, the shorts recommended is broken. I got a comment last night asking how this got into his recommended, and I couldn't answer that question because I'd say the same. I haven't watched it in 2 months because of how garbage the recommendation system is there. And even now, I'm starting to get random recommendations of videos that have like 6 views that are completely unrelated to the. Like, I watch a lot of farming and homesteading content. I don't watch some random, I don't know, like some random Fortnite Let's Play in 360p. I want to watch what I want to watch. I don't want to watch this random 5-year-old play Fortnite in 360p. I just want to watch, yeah. Yeah, my chats are doing that on other channels too. Yeah, a lot of things are going on right now. There's a lot of weird things. So yeah, it looks like I am not alone with my bug either. It's just I have a weird version of it, sort of. Couldn't answer the question as to where this is coming from or why this is happening at all. So yeah. I mean, I accidentally blocked someone in the chat because I tried to add them as a moderator, but the block button sort of stood out to me, and the buttons are sort of shaped sort of similarly, so I accidentally clicked it. But you know, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what's happening. You only like and hurt the comments, so you can't even reply to the damn comments. So right now, looks like everyone's having some form of issue with commenting right now. Like, I mean, seriously, there was a couple nights ago, I was watching a video, and as soon as I commented, it was deleted off the face of the earth. Like, it was just straight up removed, erased from humanity just because it ever existed. So yeah, it looks like a lot of people are having a similar issue here. It's been going on for me for about a week and a half, maybe close to 2 weeks. I think it's happened since about the 20th. It could be completely different for all y'all in the chat, but yeah. Looks like a lot of people are having similar issues. I can still reply to comments in the community tab, but I can't really, but like every time I actually want to share an image that's actually worth sharing, it just says, oh, you can't, the aspect ratio isn't allowed here. So yeah, I can still reply to comments in the community tab. And in fact, you know what, I'm gonna try and see if that's an issue right now, because I'm heading to my studio real quick where I create content and see if this is an issue at all. So yeah, they're doing another purge. They are. A couple days ago, actually, there wasn't like I went from 1,282 all the way down to 1,264. So they're doing another purge, that's for sure. They are doing some really weird crap right now. Couldn't explain to you why, though. Yeah, it looks like I can't reply to comments in the community tab either. It looks like I can't either. So, yeah, it's not an issue for all y'all. So, if y'all never see me respond in the comments in the community tab anymore, that's YouTube's issue, not mine. So, yeah, let's get back into it. And if any of you, so yeah, this year, so tonight's Trivia Tuesday, and then we're going to have a trivia tournament. So there's a couple people in the chat right now. It's going to be a trivia tournament once Wind Down Wednesday is out. So I think it's going to be like, I don't know what time. I know Wind Down Wednesday starts at 7. So I'm going to think that it'll probably happen in like, I don't know. I think it's probably going to finish by like 8:45 to 9. So, you know, we're going to start about 9:15, and then we're going to do a tournament probably until about 11 to 12 Eastern. So yeah, that's gonna really be just a massive trivia tournament, and then the top 3 get the prize, whatever I can find. That's really the prize. Yeah, I've lost so many subscribers recently. Like, it's not even funny. I believe I've gained probably close to 3.2 thousand, and of those 3.2 thousand, if my calculations are correct, they've removed 2/3 of that, which is 67% of my subscribers just have been removed, just because they probably didn't come back and watch one 4-minute video. Like, come on. Some of them are here for the shorts. Just let them stay for the shorts. Like, come on. And yet the weird thing is, they unsubscribed me from literally almost every channel I've been subscribed to. Like, I used to be subscribed to 306 channels, and now I'm only subscribed to 83. And of them, all of the channels that I have featured were removed. So I managed to get that back up. And there was a really weird glitch like 5 months ago, where I could go onto anyone's channel for like 2 minutes, and it would just say the subscription would be removed. I couldn't view any videos for like 2 minutes. That happened maybe 5 or 6 months ago. It still occasionally happens, but not as prominent as it used to be. But yeah, they have been doing some really weird crap in the last year or two. Like, I remember back in July and August 2021, I would literally leave a comment saying, "Great video. I don't know. Great video. This was a great video. There were so many good things about it. I enjoyed it." And that comment would be hidden. You couldn't find it anywhere. That comment would just be wiped out of existence. Like, I'd say probably close to 70% of my comments were hidden back in those months. So many people complained about it. And then, for some reason, I complained about it once, and then the day after it started working again. So yeah, we're gonna get started on the trivia night and not keep complaining about random crap for like come on, been complaining for just about 30 minutes. Let's get to the point. So in 2022, I'm gonna be doing a couple things. Some of it might be related to my channel, so you might want to go on to it if needed, but some of it isn't. So we're sort of just gonna do swing and miss here. Probably mostly about like gardening, because I know a lot of y'all are here from the gardening community, because yeah, gardening is probably is a really great pastime. What's up, Badass 93? We're gonna get started here on the trivia night. Let's get it in full swing. So yeah, what's going on? We got and as a matter of fact, I think I can't comment on your channel, Badass 93, anymore, because I tried it this morning and it got deleted. So thinking it's happening on probably close to half of all the channels I'm subscribed to at this point. So yeah, it's weird. Hoping to get this all fixed because it's stupid. So yeah, here we are just to get started on the chat. Let's go. Yeah, and then I believe troublemaker number 2 is probably Micro. Like, come on, he literally came onto my stream high the other day because because of course like come on, he got himself pretty damn injured. He probably just needed a couple medications, but he got himself pretty damn injured. So that's troublemaker number 2. And yeah, I believe he'll come onto anyone's stream to throwing every cuss word in the book out. So yeah, let's get started. We've been rambling about random crap for half an hour now. Let's actually get started. So yeah, all right, guys, let's get on to it. So the first question is, how many subscribers did I have when I came into the New Year's? Now, I know not a single soul in this chat was around at the New Year 2022. So I'm going to give you two options. So it's going to be A, 103, or B, 92. I'm going to give you, I don't know, maybe like 30 seconds while I just talk over it. So, yeah. Yeah. I haven't had, I don't know exactly what you're talking about in that, but I only have like 2 age-restricted videos. And I think all of them got, I want to say negated, but no, it's not the right word for that. All of them got removed. So, yeah, you can still watch the video, no issue. You don't have to click a stupid confirmation. So, yeah, and the stupid thing is, like, I can just watch it on my account, but not theirs. So, yeah. Yes, Badass 93. It was 92. It was 92 when we came into the New Year's, and it was 92 for a good week into the New Year's, and then I believe it was Micro Farmer shouted me out, and then we had a whole new wave of people coming into the channel that night. We got up to 101, and then yeah, from that point on, there we go. So that's gonna be 1 point. I don't think it's the reason why, because I can comment just fine on. I can comment just fine on Sifting Some Soil and More's channel. I can comment just fine on your channel too. It's just random channels. I don't know why they're doing that. I'm guessing it's because I'm guessing it's probably because like their systems have been tripping off of like everything imaginable. So probably tripping off of something new. New issue every week. I mean, man, they gave me this ugly circular layout that I didn't have to get used to. So yeah. So yeah, here we go. All right, so here we go to the next question of the chat. So that one is, yo, what's up, Mike's Chaotic Gardening? We're doing, if you don't already know, we're gonna be doing a trivia tournament tomorrow night once Wind Down Wednesday's done. So yeah, you can still hop into chat on Wind Down Wednesday. I'll be there the entire time. Hopefully, I can use the chat. I already sent an email out to Hands in the Dirt and Micro Farmer about this. So yeah. I believe I got one response from The Everyday Life of No CD Chick. I don't know if I yet got my response from Hands in the Dirt, and I don't know about Micro Farmer either. But I did send them an email asking them just in case they click the button. But I find it highly unlikely that the 3 channels I probably have the most watch, that the 3 channels, like if they were to give me a report of what my most watched channels are, my top 3 are probably going to be Hands in the Dirt, Micro Farmer, and The Everyday Life of No CD Chick. I probably spent close to maybe 500 or 600 hours each on their channels this year. And you know, I think my 4th or 5th would probably have Bougie Prepper and Mike's Chaotic Gardening in, which I probably spent 200 to 400 hours in it. So let's go on, because yeah, we get pretty easily sidetracked on these streams. We just spent an additional 3 minutes talking about how many hours I have on people's channels. So yeah. The next question is going to be, and yeah, I was actually trying to get you up to your hours too, because I couldn't send a super chat through the chat, so I knew you probably still need your hours. And I believe Hands in the Dirt came into the year with his monetization on. I don't know exactly, but I believe he came in with his monetization on, so yeah. You barking at another squirrel, dog? Oh my god, my dogs are, yeah. I got into algebra in 8th grade. I have taken geometry this year, probably gonna take trig next year. It's a really weird concept, but yeah. I had the finals last week. It was really fun. It was just really fun. Yeah, so much fun just walking into a building and saying, "Here, take these finals today." I studied really well with them, and I did decently on them. So yeah. So this question is going to be a question I probably asked like 30 times on these, and I bet you all know. What am I training up to be when I grow up? I think everyone knows this one. Let's just watch the first. Yeah, math doesn't really like me either. I don't really like math, and math doesn't like me. I could probably make an entire 2-hour stream ranting about why math sucks, so yeah, math doesn't really like me. But I can't stay at past 10 on the weekdays. Now, come on. And then I have to do everything else. Math likes it. I'm counting money. So, yeah. Yeah, they really like it when you're counting the money there. So, I don't know if y'all, so yeah, I don't know if that was the answer, but yeah, that is not going to be the, that unfortunately will not be the answer. Not even close. And, yeah. So, schooling is not fun. And then when they get started, you have like 2 days in a week. Your first week, the first 2 days, you spend learning what the thing is, and they throw you into all the concepts. Like, come on, man, just let me, just let me get used to it. Oh, you want to start getting talking about that? Oh, we can have a large discussion about the YouTube algorithm real quick before we look for the answers to the question I just asked. What am I going to be when I grow up? All right, let's talk about it. So, I believe when you get your full videos out, I've made several full videos. In fact, my chicken's present video has an average view duration of 103%. There's literally 74% of people still watching by the end of the video, and I believe the if they count how many subscribers returned, and because I gained a lot of my subscribers off of shorts, yeah, unfortunately, that's not going to really work out for me because most of my short subscribers never really return. So yeah, what ends up happening is just my long videos never gonna get recommended. My shorts videos are just gonna stay blowing up, and if they don't blow up the first day, they're gonna blow up the second day because that's how it works around here. Oh no, what did you just start? So yeah, you just started an entire discussion about the YouTube algorithm and how it's trying to f so many people over right now. Like, come on. I remember on a, and yeah, I think you got that one right. That's gonna be 2 points to you, because that is actually what I'm trying to be. Because if you go to my channel right now, you can see a couple storm chasing videos and how I know random terms to weather, because I have, I believe, 3 or 4 meteorology books up on my shelf right now that I look through day to day just to figure out what one type of cloud is. I don't know every type. I just know how to name like 2 or 3 off my head. That's it. But yeah, I remember you on your channel, CDS Chick. Um, I remember on your channel, a couple weeks ago, you actually had a short blow up to 15,000 views. It was about frost, I believe, on your plants. Yeah, analytics is mind-boggling to me. For me, I use them so much it's not even that hard to measure. Like, come on, man. I can literally measure a percentage of how many likes versus dislikes there are on one video. Like, come on, man. I literally know how to calculate that. Like, if you scroll over, you'll see a random percent. That's the amount of likes versus the total amount of dislikes you have, and as long as it's above 60%, you're good to go. And if it's 59.9%, don't give a flying F about it. I actually do. I actually watched him while he was predicting this big winter storm Elliott, and he did pretty decently on it. He said we get the warm side, and everyone else be just getting like freaking 3 feet of snow and something like that, something similar. I believe he has like 800 something thousand subscribers, 900 something thousand. I haven't watched him about a week, but I really was paying close attention to his forecast while he was doing while he's covering Winter Storm Elliott, because you know what? I was only in school for an hour and a half. I was in school from like 7 until 8:45 because because the power was out. Yeah, a lot of people love their collard greens. I personally don't have them, but I'm thinking about growing them in next year's garden. And you know what? Just because I got really involved with the gardening community this summer, I'm gonna take a look at what y'all's gardens were this year, and yeah, I'm gonna take a look at them, and I'm gonna see what I can do to sort of like get more plants, because we had the basics here this summer. We had the basics, but a large number of them. And that gets me into my next question. So, next question is, what What small pumpkin form was what is a small type of pumpkin that is really well known for about 2.5 to 3 months ago? It starts with a G. It's really small, and I think there was actually a nickname for my channel started by Mike's Chaotic Gardening. I believe it was. So yeah. So yeah, what was it? What was the? You can also find the name for extra points. You know, I mean the freaking daily double right now. So yeah. But yeah, people do love their collard greens. I've personally never grown them, but you know, screw it, I'm gonna grow it next year. Well, time to head over to the Tractor Supply as soon as the 15th of February hits. I'm gonna head right on over to the damn Tractor Supply and pick up those seeds, pick up the collard greens, pick up I don't know, maybe the okra, I don't know. See what I can buy, and yeah. Unfortunately, that is not the answer. It's a lot shorter. So yeah, the question was, what is a small type of pumpkin? Not a big pumpkin. They're very festive and they're very common around Thanksgiving. And they come in weird shapes and they're all different sized. And one of my titles was actually called Harvesting 93G from my garden. If you can figure out what that was, you can go to my channel right now and figure it out. All right, so small type of pumpkin. That is the answer in one way, but that's not actually how it was spelt. So yeah, we're gonna give a tie between Mike and Lucy for that one because I believe she meant to say gourds, but I couldn't tell exactly. So that's gonna be 1-1-2 as our final score. Except that was not the daily double because yeah, the daily double didn't come until the end. I'm sorry, I've never watched Jeopardy before. I'm lame like that. I don't watch Jeopardy. I watch freaking YouTube all day. And then I also just sit out in the woods and watch the trees move all day. That's what we do. That's what we do around here. See, the gourds was the answer. Oh, shoot. Oh, no, here comes the dogs and damn stampede. Looks like the fireplace is really well going right now. Yeah, she had a fireplace installed last month. And, yeah, pumpkins are funny. I think it was gourds are funny-looking pumpkins was the quote. I think that was actually the quote. Gourds are funny-looking pumpkins. Not pumpkins are funny-looking gourds. I think you meant to say gourds are funny-looking pumpkins because, pumpkins are not gourds last time I checked. But you know, they could be. I don't know. Gourds are squash. And, so, because pumpkins and gourds are both squash. And if you want to be exact, I believe they're summer squash. Yeah, I do watch the trees. I do. I really do watch the trees. I just sit there and look at the trees while they're just blowing around. And if that's not working for me, then it's not. I just stay inside. I'm gonna see if I got a response real quick because it's a weird issue. I haven't yet got a response, but I don't know. Oh yeah. Dogs are loud. They trample everything in the path. And yeah. So yeah, they trample everything in their path. And when there's just one squirrel sitting right there, they're going to absolutely, like, they're going to bark at it to the point where, like, you can't, like, the point where you feel like you're gonna go deaf. Oh no, here comes the dog complaining about me talking about them. Of course, because, you know, dogs will be dogs. If I give one dog slightly less attention than the other, they're gonna become real jealous. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there's weird chat jumps here. I don't know why the chat is jumping. I remember on the chats. I think the next one's gonna be in. I believe the next chat show is gonna happen on. I believe you say I think your next chat show is gonna resume in January, so the 7th. I want to say maybe the 7th. So yeah, so again, your grammar lesson too, and your Skywatch. And I believe you're gonna resume the chat show by next month. So I believe it's either gonna be the 7th or possibly the 31st. I don't know. It's gonna be one of those days. I couldn't tell you exactly what day because yeah, I remember you made an announcement you can't really do the chat show this this month. I can kind of understand that. But you know what? Yeah. I'm gonna get some collard greens as soon as I possibly can. Alright. The next question on the chat is going to be, let's see, going to figure it out. We watch plants die. Yeah. Yeah, our plants didn't really make it through the summer. It was really dry. It was really, really dry this summer. So yeah. Yeah. Why did the chat just jump again? I don't know why. I remember you complaining on the chat show, and now it's starting to happen to me too. Y'all are mad silly. Delta and Nella get jealous too if I show one more attention than the other. Yeah. I have two dogs. I have a Great Dane and a small Pit Bull Lab mix. If I pet the Great Dane slightly more than the small Pit Bull Lab mix, she starts licking my face. If I pet the small Pit Bull Lab mix more than I pet the Great Dane, then they don't get like real jealous, and instead of getting real jealous, he just sits there because he knows to not bother me. So yeah. And yeah, don't watch plants die for the love of God. For the love of God, I don't like watching plants die. I would prefer to rather watch something but plants die. Because yeah, watching plants die is kind of sad. You work so hard to get them there just for them to die. So yeah, we have a Great Dane. Yeah, real good for keeping the coyotes out of here. And also really good for scaring off literally any small animal and literally any small rodent that comes in the area. I mean, on Christmas Day, I believe I believe it was probably the pit bull that probably ended up killing the. There's a mouse dead in my backyard. I believe he was dying because of freezing to death, and then they attacked it. So yeah, dogs will be dogs. They'll attack everything in sight. Cats will be cats. They'll bring you back a fresh chipmunk every day. That leads me to my next question. So if you go into my shorts and you check out my cutest cat videos, you might find his name somewhere. But that's going to be the next trivia question. Great Danes are usually pretty mellow, but they're usually but they can, yeah. So yeah. All right. So I don't know if you know what his name is, but I'm gonna give you two options because I know not everyone's gonna know the exact name of it. So we're gonna be going for these two questions. So we're gonna go for these two answers. This is name going to be. So this is name going to be. All right. I'm just trying to figure out what the fake name is gonna be. I don't know. I'm thinking real hard on this one. I'm probably gonna give it away. So, is my cat's name Kitty or Parker? You can figure it out pretty easily, I bet. I'm pretty sure it's pretty obvious. Yeah. Van permanently outside. Dogs are really good at catching those. There's a YT channel with a guy that has business doing that. And yeah. My dogs are loud. They bark at basically everything, and yeah. So, yeah. Alright, I need to figure this one out. So what is the name of the cat? It's pretty easy to guess, I bet. I bet you're gonna get this one on like first try because it's really obvious. Alright. So I need to stop saying alright so. And you know what? Alright. Yeah. And I believe you put out a short back in July where you talked about I believe it was one of your dogs that I don't remember exactly what it was, But they got something like, well, they got like a small rodent in your yard. It has like 2.5 thousand views, I think. Not gonna give this one away. I'm gonna say it in a minute, but not right now because I'm not giving it away. Yes, it is a squirrel. So it's a squirrel. Yeah. I mean, they bark at squirrels, but they bark at it so much, and yet they never attempt to grab them. And then there's always gonna be that one day when the dog feels extra special. It's actually end up grabbing it. Oh, I'm on my Subway right now. You know, I need to go get myself a nice little drink of iced tea. You know, I always talk about having my good old iced tea. I'm grabbing myself some iced tea real quick. I'm gonna make myself a nice little glass. We're gonna take a glass. We're gonna go in the fridge. We're gonna grab the iced tea. I probably kept that chat message up for way too long. Got myself some nice little iced tea. Oh, shoot. Yeah, sorry, there was something going on in the background, so I had to mute myself while doing that. Alright. But we are back. And since I had this on mute, I need to confirm whether I'm actually back, so I'm just going to highlight a message. It appears as if I'm back. Alright. Alright, yeah, when you want to move. When I move, I want to get a cat. Well, I'm going to permanently be here on the farm, and our house is a little bit too small for another cat, but I might attempt to get one in the future. Nice little farmhouse. Too small to have two cats, but not too small to have two big dogs. Because, yeah, cats like take over an entire floor of your house per cat, just because they say they want to have it. Yeah, I am back. Just had to grab something. And, yeah, my little siblings are ridiculously loud. I remember a couple nights ago, I was trying to do the Christmas Eve live, and they were having some form of, like, mystical fight in the other room, so I had to mute myself for, like, 2 minutes. But, yeah. Alright. Yeah, I'm back, and we're going to continue talking about cats before we start talking about actual trivia. Right now, I'm going to put the scores in the chat. So we're going to have 2, 1, 1, and then 1. So yeah, the actual name of the cat was Parker, just so y'all know. That was the actual name. And yeah, right now it looks like 93, badass 93 is in the lead. So yeah, that's currently the person in the lead. Alright, what's up, Urban Gardening Chronicles? What's going on? I think this is the first time I've caught you in a chat show. And I've actually seen your lives. And you know what? Because I've seen a lot of your lives, and I trust you in my lives, I'm gonna add you as a moderator. So what's going on? Welcome into the chat. I think this is the first this is the first chat show where I've had you in the chat, but you know what? Welcome to the chat. We do. I don't even have a specific schedule for this. I don't even have a specific schedule for what days I go live at. I just choose what days and what time to go live at. There's no specific time. See what's going on? Alright. We've been doing this for 54 minutes. And we've only had a couple trivia questions. Oh, you know what? The score is actually 2 to 1 to 1, not 2 to 1 to 1 to 1. Or whatever I just said was probably like 1 off, so what's going on? I'm having some dinner right now. Finally back. Took so long to get that issue sorted out, bro. I had to restart my entire router just to get myself back up and running. So yeah, I'm gonna say one thing. F plaster walls. I just stuck the middle finger up at my plaster walls. F it. I hate plaster walls. They literally are the reason why my room has the worst internet in recorded history. Like, come on. Like, I could literally have a guest over, and they connect to my Wi-Fi. And then, like, as soon as they connect, and they go into my room, it just dies. Like, come on, man. I can barely do crap in here. That's why I like to do my lives out in the kitchen. And come on. Am I not allowed to do that anymore? Like, come on, just give me stable Wi-Fi. But good thing the walls are gonna come down in like 7 months, and we're gonna move up to the second floor of the house. There's just a lot of work that needs to be done up there. So yeah, really, I was just out of this room for a minute or two just because I had to get all my Wi-Fi issues all sorted out. So yeah, it wasn't actually like completely out. It was just there was an exclamation point right next to the Wi-Fi. So yeah, Wi-Fi issues. Yeah, yeah. Oh, and the chat jumped again. Hey, at least it jumped to the message I wanted to show. Because I know there's an issue. I don't know if y'all know too much about StreamYard. But, oh yeah. Plaster is the worst. It will literally personally attempt to cut out the Wi-Fi from you just because it said it wants to. Oh, my phone's been dying quickly all day. Probably because I spent 2 hours in a live earlier today. And I'm now doing this live, and I'm probably going to hop into another live later tonight, so a lot of lives today, and then I'll hop into the chat on tomorrow's Wind Down Wednesday, and then after that, I then have to do another live for the trivia tournament, and then after that, I'm gonna just goof around on my phone for the rest of the night. Then we have Thursday, where I'm probably gonna hop on like as many chats as possible, trying to make it to everyone's live this week. And you know what? If you just want to do a random pop up this week, I'm gonna try my best to make it. So yeah, my Wi-Fi is back up and running. If you left because my Wi-Fi ain't working, well, you can come back now because it's working. So, all right, let's get back to the point of what Trivia Tuesday is supposed to be because yeah, right now we need to get everything back. Yeah, we have a busy week ahead of us. We have a long and busy week. Yeah, I have a long and busy week. I just have a lot of video production ideas. I want to do a video about the chicken pecking order. I want to do a lot of chicken videos. But I just keep staring at this light, and it has the coolest optical illusion ever. I just keep looking at it. I don't know. I just like looking at this light. It gives off a really cool optical illusion. And, you know, I might show you the light at the end of the stream. I'm gonna have to turn off my light because that's where it works the best. But you know, it does really give off a cool illusion. And yeah, I just been looking at it all day. That's pretty much what's been going on all day. So yeah, we just hit an hour on the chat. 1 full hour. And yeah, that's how long most of my lives will never ever be. But you know, recently, I'm pushing it the best I can. So yeah, more trivia. Welcome back to the trivia night, where it should actually be trivia, and not just me talking about like my 1K special is going to be held off for like another 30 years, which is probably never going to come out because we all know I'm never going to get my 4K hours. I think that's the sad reality. My 4K hours are never going to happen, and they probably never will happen. So yeah. Give myself my nice little glass of iced tea over here in this room. And yeah. I need to work on not saying and yeah anymore. So yeah. Yeah. The hours just take way too long to get. Like, come on, man. Every time I actually try to get my hours, man, they just never come in. And then YouTube just deletes views. Like, come on. Those views are all, if I gain views legitimately, don't come on in and just, like, take them away. Like, those are all legitimate views. What's the point of taking them away if you know you're just gonna get the middle finger for it? So, yeah. Alright, we've been doing this for over an hour at this point. Back to the trivia. Yeah, I have to keep doing these long lives because, yeah. For the hours, welcome into the chat, Hatfield County. Country. I keep saying county. I'm very sorry. Hatfield Country. That's what I mean to say every time. Yeah. I just keep screwing up people's names for no apparent reason. I don't know. Yeah, that's why I'm gonna try to do as many lives as possible for the next coming weeks. Yeah. As long as you as long as you, yeah. It could happen any day. Yeah, I remember when I first subscribed to your channel, I think it was January or February. You didn't do lives all that often. I think you had 2 or 3 lives at the time. And now you do lives all the time, and now you're pretty far up to your hours. But really, you're really well known on your channel for your lives, because a lot of us come to your channel to watch the chat or to watch really any other live that you put up on your channel. So a pop-up live or anything like that, you know, that's what it's there for. And yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna try to get up to my hours using a lot, and I mean a lot of lives. So yeah, this is so yeah, if you don't have your hours yet, I would recommend going live, because they do get some hours, but for some reason the analytics on these videos are completely wrong. And I say that Bougie Prepper has 1.3K. I remember like so many people in these communities. Like, I could go to bed tonight, and let's just say I started up a new channel. Let's just say in the first day I get up to 5 subscribers. I could wake up tomorrow morning, and just because y'all notice my channel, I could go from 5 to maybe 10, and I go to bed the next night and I go from 10 to 526. That can happen at an instant. And I couldn't explain to you why that happens. But the problem with shoutouts is, I'm gonna say this once before we get back into trivia. And I'm gonna say this once, is that a lot of times when you use shoutouts, sometimes what YouTube's gonna do is they're gonna remove 100, 200 of them. So yeah, I've never done a live. I don't watch. I don't know if anyone would watch. I mean, yeah, look at my channel. I have 1.46K, and I only have like 5 or 6 people in the chat right now. And if I had, and a lot of people around my size can easily, like, come on, like a couple weeks ago, Tori was at Tori's Brain Games. Don't know if y'all follow him. He was at, I want to say 100 and no, not 100, like 700 subscribers, and man, he can get 80 or 90 people in a chat. Well, I'm over here, and I can barely pull 6 or 7 people in the chat that can stay on for a minute. Then again, we get some random view spikes here and there, so yeah, it can happen at any point. I don't know if it's the video getting pushed out, or I don't know. Yeah. One weird thing about lives is that sometimes, like randomly, lives just get recommended overnight, probably just about as fast as shorts do, and they can easily go up to 1.8 to 2.5K views. So yeah, seriously, this video right now could already be past 2,000 views in the coming hours. So yeah, that's the weird thing about lives. They get hours before and after they get the hours during and after the live, so it really does help a lot if you're trying to get to your hours like I am. But yeah. Yeah, I have to wait to read the messages, because yeah, it takes like forever to get there. So what I thought, 282 people showed up for my first live. Yeah. What's going on, Frosty? I bet I just. What's going on? I think this is the first time catching you in a chat. But yeah, welcome into the chat. What's up? What's going on right now? It is Tuesday, and I've gotten like 3 hours of sleep this week. That's it. I've gotten like 2 or 3 hours of sleep this week. But you know what? So be it. We're gonna keep doing. We're gonna keep grinding what needs to be grinding. Yeah. So what's going on? So we're on the chat tonight, trying to grind up the hours so I can get up to my monetization. Because once up to the monetization, then I can start, getting things actually done here. Because because it takes a lot of work to get up to the hours, and I'm gonna see what the advice you give me. Yeah. And plus, a lot of people show up to other people's lives because they probably receive shoutouts. Me, I don't know where the come on, I don't know why I keep saying come on. So what's up, J Princess? And I don't know why, but last October, I went from 310 subscribers to 550 in one night. And I noticed a lot of people in our community get those shoutouts, and I couldn't tell you why. I don't know who shouted me out, and I don't know who to say the thank. I don't know who to give the thank you card to for that one. But I really want to know because yeah, there's a couple thank you cards I have to give out. Or not really real thank you cards, but just thank you cards to people over lives that helped me get to this. Because there's a lot of people. Because if I never received that 200 subscriber shout out, man, I would only be at 1.26 thousand. And I'd still be pretty much struggling to get my views. And the cool part about it is that I've lost barely any of them. I think the only ones I lost were the ones that never came back. That's another thing with returning subscribers. So I'm gonna give a thank you to those of y'all that helped me out with that one. Because there's a lot of people that shouted me out when I was still a small channel. Like, y'all had like thousands more than me. Like y'all had like 1,000 more than me, and now all of a sudden I'm passing all of you guys. And that's I don't know if I want to feel bad for that because man, I passed Micro Farmer last night, and that was sad. I didn't want that to happen. And yeah, it looks like you haven't uploaded in a while, Luigi Trevor, because I don't know if you've just been busy or not. Because I know life is hard, but it's been over a month since I've seen a full upload. And I know usually I think your uploads are like a week or every week or two. But I still miss the uploads. But you are still in the chat. and yeah, when you're in the chat, you can still, at least you're still posting in the community, and that's good enough. Yeah. I mean, not everyone needs a thank you card, because a lot of people did help me out, but just general thank you will help a lot of people out as well. Yeah, sorry, I'm finishing up meal right now. Oh, come on. Why did it put that message in for a review? I'm showing that. Alright, there we go. Like, come on, stop being so sensitive there. Stop. Like, I have so many people that have their comments hidden just because they say, my goal is to reach 1K subs by the end of the year. Like, come on. It's just I'm pointing out a goal they want to achieve, and just let them achieve it. So, yeah. Yeah. I wanted to have my hours before because it looked like I would do that, but then I started posting shorts, and I got into the rabbit hole of that. So, yeah, unfortunately, I never recovered from that, and I'm still at about the same amount of hours I had before that. I've, actually took away a lot of my hours. I'm back down to 1.4 thousand hours because, they'll keep doing that to me. And they probably always will keep taking random damn hours, so at the rate we're going. I'm studying for my... Alright. That's good to know. Hey, at least we know that you're still around and posted in the community, because, yeah. It's a really common misconception that when people stop uploading, that they just quit YouTube. Like, come on, if I were to ever quit YouTube, I'd make a full 60-minute documentary about it. I wouldn't just quit YouTube for no reason. The only reason I would ever quit YouTube would be because of like high school work and exams too much. But yeah, that would really be the only reason you'd ever just see me disappear for a week. So yeah. I'll probably make a 70-minute documentary about it with very well edits for like the first 3 minutes of it, going over literally every reason why I'm quitting. But at the very least, yeah, I had my finals, and I feel like everyone's taking their exams nowadays. There's so many people taking their exams, and yeah, I took my finals like last week. I don't know, it was rough. A lot of people be taking their exams now, so. And if you haven't yet taken your finals, you're gonna take them as soon as you get back from winter break. And then you have the finals again in May, and we don't get out till June. So we really just have a month free. But then you have the last day, and some days they'll give you finals, sometimes they don't. So it's real weird what to do with that. Alright. Yeah. I'm just losing concentration on the stream. Just because I'm looking at my really cool light I got for Christmas this year, and it's really giving off a really cool illusion here. Yeah, I'm gonna show you that real quick. I'm gonna show you the light. It looks real cool. Here it is right here. I don't know if y'all can see it. That's light right there. Oh my. That's the light. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. I keep losing focus because I keep staring down at that light. It goes on like it really shuffles random colors, and it's really cool. I don't know exactly what it's called, but it's a really cool light, and really getting lit up keyboards and the lit up mouse has really helped me edit videos faster and a lot. So yeah, new video maybe tonight or tomorrow. I don't know. I want to really make really high quality content in the coming days. So you know what? I'll keep making the quality content for as long as I possibly can. And then if I have to stop making the quality content, then I must sort of still present quality to people in some way. Alright, I'm really getting confused at this point. We've been doing this for an hour 14 now. And at this point, yeah, we might as well end it soon, but you know, we still have a couple more trivia questions. And then tomorrow's stream, once Wind Down Wednesday's done, is going to be completely trivia. Like 103% it's going to be completely trivia next stream. So yeah, next time you see me stream, it's going to be just completely trivia from the start to the finish. I'll give you about 2 hours, and then I might invite a couple people into the chat, but I'll probably only send emails because that chat's going to be closed. Probably going to be the first closed chat I've ever held. I'll probably only send emails to people that are willing to come up onto that one. Yeah, if you are ready to stay for like 2 or 3 hours on the chat, just reach out to me on my business email and I'll send you the link. Yeah. I just want to give a really special thank you to the people that really helped support me. Alright, that's okay. You can so yeah, thanks for joining the Trivia Tuesday this week. And see you in the next one, hopefully. I don't know when the next one's gonna be, and if there's going to be another Trivia Tuesday. What's up, Radio Johnson? I'm probably pronouncing it incorrectly every time I say it, but what's going on? So yeah, goodbye, Bougie Prepper, and see you in the next one. Alright. So at this point, we're really not going to do any more trivia. If you guys want to hop up onto the chat just to maybe if you just want like a shout out or two, if y'all could hop up on the chat. If y'all want to at all, I'm going to just drop the invite link in the chat because it's been like an hour since I've done it, and I'm not even joking. I only dropped it once at the top of the chat. So you know what, why not do it again? Just because, it takes a while to scroll up, and yeah. Now I'm just going to copy and paste in the chat and just pin it at the top, so yeah. Alright, copy and paste, pin message, there we go. So if anyone wants to hop up onto the chat, there it is. And I always look out for those messages at the top of every stream. So yeah. see y'all next time. If y'all are leaving Hatfield County, see y'all in the next stream. And yeah, if y'all are gonna do any lives, looking forward to any of them. Why did I just flip the on button on my calculator? I'm stupid. What is what is going on? Radio and here we go. Let's get started. Alright. So I'm losing concentrate because I haven't drank in a little bit. I feel like I've had to drink a lot more than I usually should today. I couldn't explain to you why. But another thing I've noticed with recent days is that, yeah, I'm not even gonna talk about that anymore because I already lost what I was literally about to say. Choking on leftover remnants from my ham and cheese sandwich. Yeah, that's what we'd be doing nowadays. I always forget to swallow one or two things and it gets jammed in my throat and then I like absolutely die on stream. So yeah, that's what happens. That's what's gonna happen and probably what's always going to happen. So yeah, I was in a chat earlier today and they brought up some really good points on the chat and about and they brought up a really good point about moderators too, because they say you should only give moderators to those that you trust. Don't give moderators to everyone you see in the chat, which is what I used to do because I got like maximum 2 viewers on a stream. Those 2 viewers would probably be me because I connected it through 2 tabs. And the occasional message I would get, this is like 2021, the occasional message I would get, I would just moderate. I just add them as moderator, and that would be the only time you'd ever see them on the channel. So don't do that. Instead, add moderators to the people that have been joining your stream for at least a couple and have been really well known to help support you and your cause. So that's how we moderate people around here on this channel. So, and yeah, I've also noticed in a lot of streams, people start begging for a moderator. If you beg for a moderator, you're out of here. You're gonna get the exact opposite of modded. You're gonna get like blocked. I want to say demodded, but yeah. Oh shoot! I heard him. Add to stream. Hi. Good day. Alright, goodbye, OCD's chick, if you're leaving.
There we go. G'day, young man. How are you?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm going great. I just seen you on live, and I like the way you talk. You talk 100 miles an hour. It's
yeah.
You do that very well. Keep the chat rolling.
All right. I'm gonna put your channel link in the chat for a shout out real quick.
How's the weather? I know you're going out of there. You got snow?
What?
Still got the cold weather and the snow?
Yeah, it's been really cold over here. I don't know if you. And since I'm in the United States, I'm gonna use Fahrenheit, but I'm gonna try my best to convert it to Celsius. Right now, it's 23 degrees Fahrenheit. So.
That'd be about
40. It's 23. It's -5 right now here. -5 degrees Celsius here, so it's really cold.
Oh wow!
And it can get like the other day we had a high of I'm just literally going on my thing here because you see I'm not really good with conversions of metrics, but I'm gonna try. So the other day we had a high of -19 Celsius. It was actually -3 Fahrenheit. To be exact, it's -19.4. And then we had a low the other day of -30. So yeah, it gets really cold over here.
Oh.
So yeah. I don't know if it gets that cold where you're at. But it does get real cold here.
We get snow now and again, but it is summer here right now.
Since you're on the other side of the world, right now it's winter. And we got a fresh amount of snow the other week.
I've seen that video. Yeah.
Yeah, we got and since the general audience of my channel is American, I usually use inches, but I'm gonna convert it over to you. We got 17.78 centimeters of snow. I don't know if we get that much snow.
No, not really.
We can get it to 91 centimeters of snow here. I don't know if you've seen that much snow before, but 91 centimeters has happened. And there's
Yeah.
one time when I was 3 where we got 106 centimeters of snow. So yeah,
Yep.
we can get a lot of snow here.
I've been to the States a couple of times, so I've been to Kansas and Nebraska in the middle of winter. So
Yeah,
I have
they do get
seen that.
snow. And
Yeah.
they also get a lot of blizzards since they're in the plains. And when the low pressure front sort of moved there, it really like hits the area and the wind and the area that it's in, it really causes it to like lose a lot of pressure, which means a lot of winds can occur there too. So that's what I'm saying. They can get blizzard
Yep.
conditions. So I've never been to the plains before. The furthest north I've been is I think I once went to North Dakota when I was young, and that was it.
Have
Welcome back,
you?
Urban Gardening Chronicles. Been a bit since I've seen your last message.
Yep. Said, hey, Urban Gardening Chronicles. That's hard to spit out.
Yeah.
Quickly anyway. Geez, you do it well. But so obviously you've got your chickens on your property.
Yeah.
What else do you get up to?
So hang on, what was that? I have my phone down. What was it?
You don't
So we
play
have
sports
chickens.
or anything like
What?
that? You don't do sport?
I don't. I don't have really a lot of time because I spend a lot of my time of the day doing a lot of homework or editing or putting something together. So usually I don't spend that much time. So and plus I'm not really like built for a lot of different types of sports. I don't know about you. I don't know what you do. But I used to
Yeah,
play Little League baseball when I was
not
8.
much now. Yeah, not much now. No, I met you through I found you over at MC Homestead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you're talking all about your shorts and how you're slowly climbing your numbers, and then you come back on a couple of shows later, and you said, "Wow, I've grown this amount." So
Mm-hmm.
I just took an interest in your channel and went and had a look, and yeah, it's interesting the
Yeah,
way you flew up the ranks there with the shorts, and you were saying
yeah,
the shorts were shorts, so you weren't even doing 15-second shorts. You were doing
like 7 or 8
shorter.
seconds.
Yeah.
Because I know like people like I know like the general audience of people that watch shorts are like I believe like
Attention span's
13 to
terrible.
like 16, and their
Yeah.
attention span's like 7 seconds. I have a much
Mhm.
longer attention span. I think my attention span, like I could probably sit through a boring intro I could probably, if there's a 1 hour long, really boring video, I can probably sit through 3 to 6 minutes of it. I
Yeah.
don't have a really short attention span like a lot of people my age do.
Yeah. Well, I do music, so I do some radio shows, and I get music sent to me daily.
Yeah.
Like I get hundreds of songs, and I listen to them, say 20 seconds of a 3 or 4 minute song. And so if it hasn't grabbed me in 20 seconds, I sort of move it to the side and go to the next one. So I'm sort of similar in that sort of attention span, but no, I enjoy videos where like I'm an old bloke, so I enjoy sitting down, putting it on the big screen and just relaxing and watching someone's property or someone gardening or someone out on their farm.
Yeah.
Because I live in a city now, so I'm on the water. Yeah, so I'm sort of I grew up like in the country, so maybe that's why I get the urge to see farm animals,
Yeah.
horses, cows, goats,
Yeah.
sheep,
I actually
chickens.
grew up. Yeah. I actually grew up in it wasn't really suburban, but it wasn't really urban either. It was like just about there. I think there was like 50,000 people there. And I grew up there until I believe I was like 9. And then we moved out here. No, I grew up there till I was 10. I don't remember time that well. So yeah, we grew up there till I was 10, and we moved out here in 2017, 2018. And yeah, then we moved out here to I think it was about It was about 2 hours from where I used to live, 2.5 hours. It was from just about near the Bronx in New York, all the way up to
Yeah.
here, and we've been living up here peacefully since mid 2018, and it's been like
Well, you time
it's
you
been a
time
lot
that well.
easier. Yeah, and like when and living in the country, I find it's like a lot more peaceful. So like if you're trying to build something like a shed, it would probably take a lot more time out in the suburban areas because, you know, if you live in a neighborhood, your neighbors are just gonna let their kids out and they're gonna start screaming, and then people come over and complain about their dogs. Like, come on, like you
Yeah,
can go over to someone's neighbor in the neighborhood, they'd be banging on your door saying, "Can you please make your dogs quiet down?" And then they're over there letting their 3-year-old scream at the top of their lungs outside.
yeah, yeah. Well, I'm in a city. I'm in the fourth. I live here, Tasmania.
Yeah,
So it's bottom of Australia. So
yeah, the
it's like
southern. I think it's like the southernmost portion of it.
yeah, and it's we're sort of cooler weather, but it's nothing what you get. But
Yeah,
yeah, we got 18,000 people live in this city. So it's a
yeah,
city, but 18,000 is not a lot of people. And within 5 minutes drive that way, or 10 minutes drive that way, or 15 minutes drive that way, yes, you're in the countryside. So I quite like that sort of rural, but in the city, you know, side of it.
hmm yep.
Yeah, but so you've done well. Anyway, you grabbed my attention via your chats with MT, Mike, and
hmm
yeah, they're lovely channel you got on there and spruiked your
hmm
channel and yeah. So I don't know if you caught many other people um, through that avenue, but you definitely I just I
hmm
quite like
I
their
think
channel how they invite people up.
yeah, I think I've gotten maybe like um I don't know, maybe like 60 or 70 subscribers off of their shout out Sunday lives, maybe 80. So I've caught the attention of many people on those chats.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you speak well, and you're a young man,
Mhm.
and you've got your chickens and your chores
Mhm.
and your it's awesome to see. It's all actually I really did enjoy you walking around in the snow the other day. The video you
Yeah,
put out where you went out at a certain time, and then you went out
yeah,
later in the and then you went out again to show the depth of the snow. Like I
yeah,
had that on. I had. I don't. I'm not even sure if I commented, but I had that on the big screen when I watch things
yeah,
on the TV. Yeah, when I watch things on the TV, it's unless I
yeah.
grab
A,
my
lo-
iPad or my
a lot
phone.
of times up here, the snow and even sometimes the rainstorms, like they're usually completely wrong about basically everything. Like I don't know if you remember, I don't know if you've heard about this because I know you're in Tasmania and here it was, and last week there was a big winter storm that I think it was
Oh
called
yeah,
Winter Storm Elliott, and it went
yeah.
across the United States. In
It's
my
all
area,
over.
they were saying originally we were supposed to get 11 to 24 inches of snow. And just in the course of 8 hours, we went from 11 to 24 inches of snow and highs in the upper 20s and lows in like the low teens, all the way down to a high like 67, 68 degrees to a temperature departure down to the negative 20s. And yeah, this is Fahrenheit, so you could convert whatever that is to Celsius. But yeah, that's what we had a massive temperature departure here just because of how like just because the storm had multiple fronts on it. So I think we had the warm front come through first, and then we had the
Yeah,
cold front come through at the end, which brought a little bit of snow, maybe like a very light coating.
yeah. No, it's we get the Arctic, Antarctic blasts, so we get the from the South Pole, the southern air and the southern ocean, and everything sort of comes up. When it comes from the south, we usually get a just it's not freezing. We don't get smashed with snow, but
hmm
it's not like living on the east coast of Australia where it's like California. You know, it's always mild and
Yeah.
sunny and. But no, we have penguins and seals and things that swim around the at the beach. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like instead of we have sharks as well, but yeah, we go down the beach and swim around. You're lucky to see anything, but you wouldn't get those penguins and seals any further north because it's too warm.
Yeah,
They
and
might, they might, yeah, they might come into Melbourne, but that's about it.
and here we get the Arctic blast. And since we live, I don't know, I think we live probably like 1,500, 1,600 miles from the Arctic Circle.
Yep.
It can get real cold here. But like usually the Arctic blasts come from northern Canada, and then they sort of go through the plains and then sort of travel in the track of that winter storm that just hit a lot of places last weekend. So that's sort of like the direction it travels in, if you will.
Yep. It is. It is. They've actually advertised. Australia has 3 bases in Antarctica, like on the southern, down the South Pole.
Mm.
So they're advertising for workers to go down there for 8 months to 15-month job stints. You get really well paid. Yeah, so a lot of younger people go down there if they can handle the isolation. There's no getting out either. You can't go down there. They don't take anyone. But if you can ever get a gig like a job like that with skills that they ask for, you know, you can set yourself up for life. And you only get one chance at it. Like they only take you once for whatever reason. But, yeah, I've known a few like 24-year-olds, 25-year-olds, 27-year-olds that go down and basically come home and be able to buy a house with the money they've got. Yeah. So that'd be something to keep in your memory bank if you like cold weather, and you get a skill that somebody wants. Have a look for the Antarctic and all the they're not military bases. They're basically science stations where they drill the ice. They doing weather. They're doing all sorts of stuff, but they need people to cook, clean. They need radio. They need all sorts of workers. So it's quite. I've only seen videos of them doing it, but my future son-in-law, he's applied. He's a welder. He's applied to go down.
Yeah.
So that's what he's sort of hoping he gets that. It would be interesting.
Yeah. All right. So I actually have to go because I have to get some vacation work done, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I will be joining in again. I don't know if you watch Hands in the Dirt, but on Wednesdays he does Wind Down Wednesday. So about 15 minutes once it's done, I'm gonna go live. So if you want to join that one, it's gonna be probably at like 9:15 p.m. Eastern, or like I don't know. I think it's like whatever time he goes live at, and then add like an hour 45 to that, and that's when I'm gonna go live. But I do have to get off and finish up some of the work that has to be done around here, and I'll catch you in a later live. I'll be shouting you out as much as I can in the community. But take care, everyone. Catch you in a later broadcast, and see you later,
Thanks
everyone.
very much.
Goodbye.
Okay.
Bye.
Thanks for having me.